I'm so grateful to God and I'm so thankful to you for being on this platform. This is Financial Fellowship Series, episode number 4 for the year 2019. Thank you for following, and I believe that you've started making necessary changes that you need to if things must turn around for you. Last episode began a series on management, and I was able to establish the fact that the problem of management is greed, and we defined greed as mismanagement of available resources for personal use. Don't forget, we said that resources are in two forms: the natural resources and the human resources. So today I'm going to continue from where we stopped. But mind you, I put forth a provocative thought in the last episode that you should think about it. How much prayer, how much fasting, how much vigil, prayer meetings did the first man in Genesis chapter 2 commit himself to before he was given the Garden of Eden to manage. So you should think about it. So this is to justify the fact that we all were created as manager of resources. You are created to manage the natural resources and human resources in one way or the other. So let's continue as we do our studies further on greed. What is greed? Again, greed is spending more than you need at the detriment of others. Greed is spending more than you need at the detriment of others. When you begin to buy what you don't need at the moment and you care less of others include your family members, others include your associates, others include your staff, others include your members in the church, others include your colleagues in association. When you begin to spend more than you need at the detriment of others, note the word detriment. It implies that the resources at your disposal actually supposed to be for everyone, but because you are in a position of authority, or because you are in charge, and so you don't care about what become of those who are following you, those you are leading, or those who are managing, you are greedy. Number 2, greed is a self-centered pleasure or enjoyment at the expense of others. A self-centered pleasure or enjoyment at the expense of others. Somehow we are greedy in one form. At the leadership level, only you must go for vacation. Your subordinate, no. Only you must attend conference. Only you must be at the party. Only everything is just you. My friend, you are greedy. It is a demonstration of greediness to wanting to grow alone and others are not growing, to wanting to enjoy alone and others are not enjoying. At the home level, the best meat, the best fish must come to you. The best clothing you must be the one to put it on. Before every other members of the family get an item, you have 5, you have 6. And now you're complaining that you are not increasing, you are not growing financially, you are experiencing financial crisis. Why won't you when you are greedy? So management of resources is, once it is not effectively and efficiently used, financial increase cannot be experienced. So you've got to deal with your selfish interest, your self-centeredness. And mind you, all those things you are acquiring, where are they? The ones you acquired in the previous years, where are they? Can you use them again? And there are a lot of people out there suffering to even have one. At the leadership level, whether religious institution, business organization, a society, or whatever you, if everything must be you, then you are greedy. Very quickly, facts about greed. Number one, any institution or organization that is led or aided by a greedy person will always suffer growth and development. Any institution that is aided or any group of people that is being led by a greedy person will always suffer growth and development. What you will experience is people will start living one after the other because they are just discouraged. And that leads me to second fact about greed. Greediness kills morale and enthusiasm of the people. The moment people start to notice greediness, they withdraw. Their actions will automatically change. Instead of responding to your proposal, you see them reacting. And mind you, responding to an issue is the positive. When people begin to react, that's negative. So when you begin to notice that instead of responding, joyfully responding enthusiastically, people are withdrawing, people are reacting, people are showcasing lukewarmness, greediness is at play. And number three, and that's where I'm going to draw the curtain today. As long as selfless sacrificial life is not in place, growth remains unattainable. As long as selfless sacrificial life is not in place, growth remains unattainable. Regardless of your fasting and prayer, regardless of your vigil, regardless of your casting and binding and what have you, once self-sacrificial life is not in place, you cannot attain growth. You cannot see growth. Instead, the growth will be dwindling. Today it will rise, tomorrow it will not go down. And so, what needs to be changed? Get rid of greed. And it will surprise you the massive response you will start getting from the people. Don't forget, resources include human. And as a matter of fact, it is the human that you are leading, that you are managing, that will bring the natural resources you are looking for. So do you want to grow financially? Stop being greedy with people. Be open. Be ready to sacrifice. Don't be discouraged by. I know there are people that, as a matter of trying to help them, they've shown you attitude and all of that. On their part, that is a demonstration of greediness. So if others are greedy, if others are disappoint you as a result of their greediness, must that attitude, lifestyle be transferred into you? Keep helping people. Keep trying to be sacrificial. Let me tell you one thing. As long as you are doing that, growth is unavoidable. But if you try to be greedy, do not expect growth. On this note, I want to draw the curtain, and I hope to see you next time on this platform. Stay blessed, stay refreshed, and mind you, don't be greedy. Bye.